64 years, and we continue to do so as we refine our justice system that it can serve each and every one of our constituents and, of course, each Jamaican, abroad and abroad. And therefore, we continue to form those frameworks, carry out those policy makings, and say to those who continue to champion to serve us in the arena that the work have just begun. And therefore, at this time, once again, let me applaud the team and to say to them that as your counselor, my door will be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to serve you in whatever way the office of the counselor can. All right, thank you very much.
All right, so at this time, I had to just whet your appetite for a bit. And I think everybody is settled now. And we are in the throes of our launch. And so I will call on Mrs. Berthlyn Plummer, our chair, to come and give the overview. And I'm sure you will learn much more about the DCC after this presentation.
Thank you, Justice Planter. The Honorable Ian Forbes, CD, Custos Rotarium for the Parish of St. Andrew. Dr. Patricia Dunwell, CD, Custos Emeritus for the Parish of St. Andrew. And a habit, I wrote it here. Although Mr. Dunwell isn't here, Dr. Dunwell, please tell him that we bring greetings to him. Sergeant McAlpin, President of the Augustown CD, my better half, Keith, and why I mentioned Mr. Dunwell's name, these two gentlemen, they are part of the CD, the District Consultative Committee since 2016, when you see Mr. Dunwell and Mr. Plummer, Mrs. Dunwell and Mrs. Plummer is around, and they were the ones who took us through the hills and valleys of Kingston and St. Andrew. Mistress Patricia Duncan Sutherland, the PNP representative for the constituency of North St. Andrew, Eastern St. Andrew. Executive members of the Augustown District Consultative Committee, and please give them a big round of applause. Even in mentioning them, I do not want to forget that. Let me tell you, this is a dynamic. When we started back in Augustown, and they took the baton and they ran with it. And this evening, they pulled all the stops out. You couldn't rest when things you could meet face to face because of time constraint or the hours to travel. In our case, from here to get home to Augustown, we had the Zoom meetings and things like that. So we really need to give them a big, big round of applause. Representative from the Social Development Commission, other church groups, and community members, a pleasant good afternoon. This evening, the District Consultative Committee, and we're really, really happy this evening. And just to give you a synopsis of what the District Consultative Committee is about. It is a multi-stakeholder body that seeks to coordinate strategies and programs in response to promoting and improving the quality of life at the district level through coordinated response for community development, community safety, and security. Now, the District Consultative Committee is a collaboration with two ministries, the Ministry of National Security and the Ministry of Justice. And its primary aim is to serve as a forum, addressing local problems, meeting with stakeholders and other community members to identify and encourage ways in which the community might be encouraged to work with the police to solve the problems. That is why the District Consultative Committee is formed in conjunction with the police station in the community. The scope of work, it is supported by the Parish Consultative Committee. The Parish Consultative Committee would be chaired by the Custos. And representatives of the Parish Consultative Committee would include the permanent secretaries and from the ministries, other institution, parish-wise, tertiary, civic organizations, schools, and any other stakeholder that represents and work within the community, locally, on the ground, and also at the parish level. This would include setting up domestic violence committee, include intimate partners relationships and those crimes that are occurred and share in living spaces. And I can tell you, one police station, we were talking about this same domestic violence situation. And the officer in charge said this, you know, when you have more family problem and family, right, Sunday evening after church, right? And, you know, it seems, you know, it seems humorous. They said Sunday evening after church. You know what happened? When everybody in the same space. Because remember, sometimes people going and coming, but perhaps Sunday evening, now everybody can converge and they have to find how they are going to share this space and how they are going to relate. We have the police community relationship. Police and community relations. That is something that the DCC will have to try foster, where the community can speak to the police and the police can speak to the community. And we know from experience in another area that I am at sometimes, the police have to call upon some of us to see if you can pave the way to going to see how we can, you know, we can bring some synergy and some change to have this. Effective parenting, right? And we know how the parenting is, and we know that we have a lot, and all we complain every day. Them pick near so and so, you know, a wedding mother day, a wedding father day, but we have to also understand where the parents are coming from. Where are they operating from? So that is something we have to look at cleanly to help the parents, right? Not to take over, you know, they tell them that they're not good parents and them can't this, but it's just to see if we can develop strategy in the community, because you live in the community and you know what the situation is. Truancy and violence in school, we know how that is. That is really over the fence. We have to see how best we can do that. Child abuse. Child abuse, we have Justice Clooney right in front of us. She is one of the major person who chairs that committee, and she has a lot of work to do. So she's one of the persons that will be working hand in hand with you in this community. Volunteerism, Justice Planter, just like how you are doing, we will have to try harder to see if we could get some more people to buy into the district consultative committee. Youth mentorship, we have to get the young people on. We have the public order breaches, which my better half Keith Plummer is a member of that committee, and we have the drug and alcohol abuse committee. The membership of the committee, if at all possible, should be chaired by a justice of the peace in the police division. We should have a representative from the citizen security branch of the JCF. The JCF Domestic Violence Coordinator, JCF Sissoka representative, ministers of religion in your community, school principals from tertiary and primary schools, district representative, 4 community representative, which should include a youth leader, the councillors, police political representative, the councillors, the members of parliament, the caretakers, because this is an inclusive group. It's everybody who is on the ground, they are expected to be part of this of this committee, because what we want is synergy, and we are moving in the same direction to bring some betterment or something to change the dynamics of the communities that we are working in. We must, Mr. Chairman, the chair is chaired by the Justice of the Peace. Our committee, which we have, I can tell you, August Town is on the way. We have a chairman, we have the secretary, the assistant secretary, the treasurer, and I'll stop and mention the treasurer. We are justices of the peace, and we have to make sure that everything that we do, it is properly documented. It is as simple as even if somebody in the country, because you have in a country area, and if Master give you a bunch of banana, write it down. Master give us a bunch of banana for so and so at the end of the day, right? And I think Justice Planter, because I can tell you a little secret, to have this function going and start and launch, Justice Planter alone, the DCC, I should say how much it is? Just some money. So when they told me, but I said, but wait, I don't see it right down in the minutes. I said, please put it in the minutes that the committee owes Justice Planter, I don't know where I call you Planter, X, Y, Z. So everything is written down. And I can give you another little secret. I think Justice Planter give it as a grant, but it was a loan first. But I didn't say it, I just whispering it, right? But it was a loan first. But it is so critical that we have everything written down, because justices of the peace, we have to be very, very careful in what we do. So these are some of the things in a nutshell. There's a lot more, and from time to time we'll have training and things on it, but time doesn't permit me to go on and on. But I'm asking you, please, to give a big round of applause to Justice Planter, right? And also, I know that our Custos Emeritus, is laughing or grinning from ears to ears because this committee, we made trips upon trips upon trips. And then COVID came in and just wiped everything out. And also, I would like to convey also message to Mrs. Yule on the newness. I think she got an invitation. I don't know why she isn't here, but these were, and well, we have Justice Clooney here. We were a group, a dynamic team that over the hills and valleys. And now that we have a new guard at the gate, he's in fully. So, Costas, thank you, and will just move and we're drawing him all around the place. Costas Forbes, thank you to be. You have a whole lot of more pulling to survive us. When things get off the ground. And all in all, I also would like to, all in all, sometimes there's a little sadness. We had a young justice of the peace in August town. She passed away, I think 2 years ago. Gillian, yes.